Hello, hello. We will be doing a series of free online travel webinars. Have you registered yet? More details on this special opportunity coming up in this episode of the Hungarian Living Podcast. Well, hello. Welcome to the Hungarian Living Podcast. I'm your host, Elizabeth Szabó-Voss. Our goal is to discover, celebrate, and share Hungarian heritage and encourage you to do it too. We'll touch on food, travel, history, music, language, genealogy, and share stories from our guests. We're glad you're here. This is a podcast where we'll explore Hungarian heritage in a variety of ways. We'll introduce you to some fun people and organizations who love their Hungarian heritage and share some great resources with you so you can get connected to your Hungarian heritage in a deeper way. So whether you know a little or a lot about being Hungarian, this is the place to be. Hey, it's Liz with the Hungarian Living Podcast. If you're new around here, welcome. And if you've been here for the previous 88 episodes, thank you for hanging out with us. Our topic today is our free Regions of Hungary, Treasures of the Countryside online travel webinar series. We will be doing 2 in January and 2 in February, and we would love to have you join us for any or all of them. These will be live Zoom webinars, and you need to register to attend. Each of these sessions will feature different spots of Hungary, so you can attend all 4, but if only one works in your schedule, that is perfectly fine. Session 1, we'll be talking about the Hungarian Great Plain. We will meet on Wednesday, January 17th at 12 noon Eastern Time. The Great Hungarian Plain will be featured in this session, and Andrea will highlight a variety of treasures in this area of the countryside, which occupies the majority of modern-day Hungary. This is a great session if you are planning to travel to Hungary or just want to learn more about what Hungary has to offer in this region. We do have a tour scheduled to this area of Hungary in May 2024, and you can check out all those details at magyarliving.com or at the link in the show notes. Session 2 will be all about between the Danube and the Tisza rivers, that area of Hungary. We will meet on Wednesday, January 24th at 12 noon Eastern Time. There is a lot of beauty in the area between the Danube River and the Tisza River. Andrea will highlight a variety of treasures in this area of the countryside. If you're planning to travel to Hungary or just want to learn more about what Hungary has to offer in this region, join us. We will also be visiting this area of Hungary in May 2024. Session 3 will be about Northern Hungary, and it is part 1. It will meet on Wednesday, February 21st at 12 noon Eastern Time. And in this 2-part series, Northern Hungary will be featured. Many families in the United States and Canada have ancestors who came from this area of Hungary. Andrea will talk about some of the highlights. We have a tour to this region in October 2024, and you can check out the details at magyarliving.com or at the link in the show notes. Session 4 will be Northern Hungary, Part 2. That session will meet on Wednesday, February 28th at 12 noon Eastern Time. There's a lot to talk about with Northern Hungary, and so there are 2 parts. We are co-hosting this event with our tour partner, Andrea Tordai, and if you've been on a tour with us before, you probably know Andrea. She has been a tour operator for over 30 years, and she typically serves as our tour guide. She is a delight to work with, which is a good thing because we have worked together for at least 9 years. Andrea lives in Gödöllő, Hungary with her husband. Check out the show notes for the links to register. Come to one or come to all 4, but you need to register. Andrea has been a guest on the Hungarian Living Podcast multiple times, and you can hear from her on episodes 3, 8, 13, 14, 20, 21, and 22. And as always, thank you for listening to the Hungarian Living Podcast. Please share this episode with a friend who loves their Hungarian heritage. Do you want to learn the Hungarian language, Hungarian history, or learn how to research the Hungarian side of your family? We've got you covered. Check out all our learning opportunities, as well as meaningful books and gifts at thehungarianstore.com. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode of the Hungarian Living Podcast, please share it with someone you know who loves their Hungarian heritage. If you own a business and would like to talk about sponsoring an episode of the podcast, please contact us at podcast@hungarianliving.com for more information. Special thanks to Stephen Chichek and the Animal Cannibals for the show music. Check out our show notes for links to resources mentioned in this episode. If you have a question or comment, we'd love to hear from you. We'll catch you next time.